Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/AskReddit. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Old people, what is a fact young people should know before it's too late? The difference between a head full of memories and a head full of regret is your ability to forgive yourself. A head full of stress can also hamper your ability to keep memories. Or at least that's what I've experienced. Can't believe how fast time is flying as you get older, and stress coupled with the same daily routine makes it seem like your days are just flying by at a rate of knots. Also learn to speak up when given half a chance. You most likely will be glad you did, and if you hadn't, wished you had. Half the things I regret the most were times I wish I had spoken up. Exercising is not optional. Move it or lose it. To add to this, building the habit and the skills are probably the hardest. Once you learn how to build strength, muscle and your energy systems, you never forget, and it's much easier to build on, or rebuild if life gets in the way for a few years. Someone told me this years ago, and it's stuck with me since. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. How can I measure this and know if I made progress? How would I know if I was better than yesterday or not? Buy a plunger before you need a plunger. It's better to have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. Yes, LOL. I am a grocery checker. The number of people who come through buying a pack of gum, a Snickers bar, and a plunger at 11:30 p.m. Don't take advice from people you don't want to be. Ha! Take that, mom. Nah, there are plenty of people out there living with regrets and some solid advice on how to avoid falling into similar situations. And many people who you'd think you want to be like are actually hollow on the inside. Take this advice with a grain of sand. Your parents are people. They are imperfect, they make mistakes, and they don't know everything. This. My son looks at me like I'm Superman, but I'm only one bad decision away from indigestion. Then they should stop acting like they do. Time goes so damn fast, and lots of people that you love die. Enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, forever is when you're like 15 to 23. Then suddenly you hit 25, and you start rushing, realizing life is short. Then 30 hits and LOL, forget it, too late. Learn to say no more. Be polite and respectful in how you say it, but be clear. Spreading yourself too thin mentally and emotionally will burn you out and ruin relationships, education and career opportunities. Go slow to go fast. I'm glad my parents taught me this. So many people are afraid to say no, and it honestly angers me. Save your money. Start a 401k or a Roth. Put money in it every paycheck, even if it's $5. Yes, the compound interest is clutch. Put something in every paycheck. If you can, put in whatever your company will match, because that's free money. Bold of you to assume I get a monthly paycheck. Not quite old, but most of my regrets were caused by my inactions, not by my actions. I'm only in my 20s, but I already regret so many things I didn't do. Your music is probably too loud. Wear hearing protection. What? If you wear hearing protection during phone sex, you're less likely to get hearing aids. What seems like a big deal now, isn't no matter your age. When you're 33, you're not gonna give a shit about your unrequited crush, though your 15-year-old mind can't fathom it. When you're 50, you won't give a shit about costing your company an important client, though your 33-year-old mind thinks you've permanently destroyed your career. When you're 70, it won't matter that the house you bought at 50 wasn't the good investment you'd hoped. And so on. Don't stress yourself out, because most of today's earth-shattering events are tomorrow's inconsequential bullshit. Most, not all. Sometimes all it takes is one drink, one punch, one overdose, one fuck-up to earn permanent consequences. Then it's your career, your life, the lives around you. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they are gone. This includes losing weight BTW. Obesity is hell on the joints. Wear sunscreen. There's almost nothing in this world you need to give a shit about. Do be kind, do be considerate, do be generous, please, be compassionate. But your actual obligations in this world are nearly nil, and the number of people whose opinion you should value or give the slightest damn about is also close to nil. So go on, fly your freak flag, and be excellent to one another. Party on, dude. When I realized that most of my problems were only so because someone else said they were, my life got much more enjoyable. Spend your life living and not merely existing, especially when you are young and unencumbered and able to do more physically. Be curious and explore. I totally agree. I wish to do that RN, but my life's full of crap. If I ever make it out of this, I would do load of traveling and exploring. Casually overlooking the fact that many of us live in poverty paycheck to paycheck and can't afford vacations and adventures. Do you think anyone wants to just exist instead of having an exciting life? We are forced into it, not jumping into it because we think it's great. Always pee after sex. Why? Take chances. Live your fucking life, but take no shit. Thank you. I think that we should not be fearful of anything, but instead be cautious and careful. Love is not a feeling. It's not a lightning bolt. It's a choice you make. Every day you wake up and you need to choose to love the person next to you. The feeling will fade, but if you choose to love them anyway, you will find the secret to long and successful relationships. I'd like to add that choosing to love someone is a very active decision, and you do it through intentional acts of love and service. And this applies to all relationships, not just romantic ones. The secret is codependency. Doesn't matter, you won't listen anyway. Spoken like a true parent. You'll understand when you have kids of your own. Do not post comments on internet discussions boards, you do not have anonymity. Good advice, Neil. Pretty sure Reddit is anonymous though. Unless you're Neil. Never take a risk where the downside is that you lose everything. Sadly, been there, done that. Twice. Before I was 30. Clawing back out of that pit isn't pretty. You need to learn how to be healthy, financially secure, not necessarily rich, and get along with people. Everything else is optional. And sadly they don't teach any of those in school, so get a book. Laughs in chronically ill. Time moves forward, regardless of things that have happened. You are not guaranteed anything, including a chance to make amends with people that you have wronged, or to forgive people that have wronged you. If you have something you need to say to someone, then just say it. Don't assume that you'll have a chance to do it later, whether it's tomorrow or a year from now. 'Cause when that person is gone, they're gone. Talking with that person will give closure, whether good or bad, but talking to their headstone only leaves you wondering. I've been doing that more and more lately, and I have lost some friends because of it, but I'm trying not to dwell on it. I have to keep moving forward, and I'll get more opportunities to meet new people. Really good advice, that one. It's never too late. Really, because you / old man of the sea told me it's already too late. Save like a madman. In general, live beneath your means, whatever those means are. There's a big difference between being able to buy something and being able to afford it. Just because everyone else is Wang Chuan tonight doesn't mean you should feel compelled to also Wang Chuan. Nonsense. Everybody needs to Wang Chung tonight. What is Wang Chuan? Time isn't moving as slowly as you think. Gosh, I'm 17 and I feel like everything is moving too fast. Even though I'm still in high school, it already feels like a distant past that I briefly mentioned stories about. I was talking with a friend the other day, and somehow got onto the topic of kids' movies release dates. Can you believe Frozen came out in 2013? I saw it in theaters, but I thought that was like 2 years ago. If this is considered slow now, I cannot fathom how time would feel like when I'm old. Credit cards are not free money. Credit cards aren't a loan either. Don't ever buy anything with a card that you don't already have 100% of the money on hand to pay it off the very minute the bill comes. Credit cards are for convenience, buying fuel and online purchases, and not having to carry cash. If you need to make a major purchase, and you don't have the cash now, but you have a very reliable plan to pay it off, explore lower cost options. Will the retailer offer no or very low interest financing on the purchase if you make minimum payments? Make the payments without fail. Can you borrow from a life insurance policy, or from a small home equity loan? Talk to your bank. There are always better options than using a credit card. I learned this the hard way. It took nearly a decade to repair my credit. Please don't use the cards. Wear sunscreen. As an Aussie, fuck yes. Don't get married, have kids, or go into debt of any kind before you're 30. Waste your 20s well. Amen. Normalize marriage after 30. This, absolutely this. Please, I implore you. I was always Mr. Responsible. Had my own house, career, car, at 22. Was married and had 2 kids at 25. Am now 40. Divorced. Single dad. Took me nearly 10 years to get back to home ownership and back to where I started after my divorce. I wouldn't trade my kids for anything on this earth, now that I have them, but damn, it would have been nice to party and be crazy and do kid shit when I had the chance. The drunk, Tindering, wannabe cool 40-year-old isn't cool. It's creepy. Use your 20s to have fun, y'all. High school mentality doesn't go away. I work with people in their 50s who still carry a high school mentality. Don't expect it to disappear when you leave school. Every birthday you'll feel old, remember you're not. When you're actually old you'll literally feel it. Politics in America have been messy from day one. Calm down, the anxiety is going to kill you. Make sure you stretch daily to keep your joints healthy and flexible. I oil mine daily. Take care of your body, invest early, don't hang around PPL that make you feel bad. Except you too will grow old and die, if you are lucky. Make your day count. Not old, but have been told to look after my beautiful teeth, aka maintain good dental hygiene. It's already too late. Username checks out. This too shall pass. It always does. Learn to know when you have enough. If you save money today, money will save you tomorrow. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.